So in order to make the game correctly, make sure that you know, okay, basically, you see the egg, it is on top of the camera. And then on the same side, you see that we got two tests, okay? One of it will be on the left-hand side, one of it will on the right-hand side. So you also got the four vampire, okay? And for these vampire, okay, you find out that when you right click on them, the name of them will be vampire 1, 2, 3, 4 with no spaces. And then make sure that when you right click on one of it, physics sliders for the precise collision, physics is on. For the animation, you can set it to be run, or you can change it to anything else you want. And remember to enable it to be used in code block. So now let's look at the code. So for the code here, we got different term. Okay, first one is about the new egg. New egg. That is about shooting out the new egg. And as you can see, we got one variable called cooldown. And cooldown and then 0.1 so that you do not create an egg with some repeating images. So this is cooldown. And then set it to be 100% so that you can see the egg. And then move it down in 0 seconds so it will just move out very quickly. And then you have to detach the new egg from the parent, which means the camera, okay? The camera. And then you add the physics to the new egg so that this new egg can be shoot out, okay? Or shot out. And change the number of egg. This is the number of bullet is a key. And then this red color update is a function that you have to create, okay, for the score. And you have to push it, okay, push the new egg, that means the bullet, forward with velocity 20. And at the same time, you have to run separately so that after 3 seconds, this bullet can be deleted. Okay, and just now, we have mentioned about update. What is update? As I have mentioned, there will be two tests. The first one will be the test left, and that is about the live. Okay, so we use the red color. Okay, create live, and then this is a string, okay, not a variable. This will not be changed during the game. But for this one, you can see it is going to be changed. So in fact, you have to go to the data, and you find out this is the variable, and then you drag it in, and you put it there, and then you can choose it among them. You got the live, you got the number of egg, and then another one will be create a string with, okay, so basically this shape is about test, okay? And then relocate vampire. Okay, relocate vampire is to make something coming out. So you have to set the vampire weight to 4 kilogram. Okay, this is to make sure that this can be falling down. And then remove the physics from it first, and then you set the position. So this is the new enemy. So x to be random number -6 to 6, and then y will be -24 to 28, and c will be 3, so that you have the same horizontal level and vertical level. And then you have to set it to be 0%, and then wait for a random second, so that you got the enemy coming out randomly. And then you set it to be 100%, so you can see it, and then add the physics so that it can be coming out. And then at the same time, you have to check whether this one, okay, whether this vampire has arrived the base. Okay, so let's see. If it arrives the base, then you will see I got this number. Okay, x is greater than -7 or less than 7, and okay, and at the same time, does it happen? Okay, is it greater than -2? Okay, or is the y is less than 2? So if it is so, then the vampire will disappear, and then the life will change by -1, and you will got some new egg below. And then if the life is still greater than 0, that means the game is not finished yet. So you just update the mark, you update the score, and at the same time you have to relocate it. But this will make sure that you know you are going to create the copy of the vampire. Okay? And then this one will be delete vampire and then break out of the loop, okay? Because you know that if, then this is else. And then now, this one, if it just below 3, okay, or below 2, that means it's fall down. So they will disappear again, and you got to increase the number 8, and then you have to increase the score as well. So greater than 0, that means you are going to play the game as usual. And then you still have to delete the vampire, okay, because after it has been shoot out, or when it is going down, you have to delete the extra vampire. And for this one, angular momentum or angular velocity means whether it will change its orientation or not, okay? So we use the local, okay? We use the local. Don't use the world, okay? So now you will see this is to make sure that the vampire will go straight forward only. And for this direction, y1, okay? Y is 1, so we will explore it y later. And then when you start the game, this one repeat it from 1 to 4 so that you know that get item, that means you tell the computer to get the term, okay, get the term, vampire I, vampire 1, vampire 2, vampire 2, and then 3 and 4, and so on. That is why when you look into the name of it, okay, you see that the vampire 1, vampire 2, that means the I here, 1, 2, 3, 4, correspondingly, okay? And then you set the opacity of them to be 0, and then set the opacity of egg to be 0. We move the physics from egg, and then repeat it from 1 to 4 with step 1 again, and then repeat, okay, this one again. Now we move the physics of all of them, and then set it to be 10, and then these 3 and the trial means now they will follow the camera all the time, and then this is the initial conditions, okay? And cooldown to be false, and full auto will be false, okay? So when you press the Q, okay, then auto will become not auto. That means green color change the boolean value, okay, boolean value. And then when you press the space key and you check it, not cooldown, okay, or number of eggs not less than or equals to 0, or this one is not less than or equals to 0. Because basically these conditions will be like the game has been end. And then this one, if not full auto, shoot it out. So after that, you see this one is pressed. If you remember, one of it will be shooting out all the time. Another one will be shoot out one by one. Okay? So update, and then you got the info. Okay, you got the info here. And now you have to repeat it and then relocate it, create a copy, get the item. So this is the name, create copy of item. That means vampire 1, vampire 2, vampire 3, and so on. And this is going to show you, okay, if the life is less than or equals to 0, then that will be game over. Okay, I hope this one will not be that difficult for you, and hope you can finish the task according to the video, and wish all of you success. Sorry, succeed. Okay.